Laerdal Selva goes under the name the Queen of Rivers. With its green, clear water and its big fish, it really deserves the name. It's a magical river to fish. I came to Laerdal first time 1984. I was guiding and first stayed with Ray Brooks, the inventor of the so classic sunray shadow fly. In the late 80s, I worked on the Erie and a bit on the Hundred beat together with Alf Olsen. Alf was maybe not as famous fly tyer as his brother Olaf, but he was the nicest man and he knew every stone on the Erie beat. These were good years for a young and hungry to learn salmon fisherman. I enjoyed these years and I carried them with me and the knowledge I got there. Later on, I had the pleasure to help a bit when the Wild Salmon Center was set up. I helped with the fly tying and the opening was my first meet with a Norwegian king. The last few years I've fished the Øyebeat, where Marianne and Ola Petter been taking so very good care of us that even the fishing's been poor, it's been days to really long for. We haven't caught many fish, but we caught some, and on this beautiful beat, it's been fantastic. The top beat of Øy is called Brummeland. I don't fish it that much. Maybe it's because of Generalen, the general, below is such a great pool to fish. Fish hold below the stones in the top, but even more above and outside the little pier. You can very often see the big fish show here. This is a holding place for them. On higher water, the bottom section and the tail can also be very productive. In the old days when I was guiding further upstream on Erie and Undery, I used to stand on this bridge and see people catch great fish in the fantastic bridge pool, Brohølen in Norwegian. This pool is known to be, together maybe with Old Pastor, the best pools on the river, the most productive pools. The fish will hold high up in the white water and all the way down. I, like Generalen, like to fish this from both sides. Further down in the tail, it's a superb sea trout pool, one of the best in the river. One pool that produced many great fish of 15 up to 20 pounds. Maybe it's more pleasant to fish bridge pool from the left side, but the right side can also be really productive. Then comes the three tashkels, or thresholds. Number one is maybe best on higher water, a bit shallow in the tail. Number two, which is my favorite, where I've caught great fish from both sides, is technical and very exciting to fish. The best part is right in the tail. Number three is shallower, but the top part produces some fish under the waves. The middle and the bottom section is exciting to fish in the dark for the big sea trout. Then comes Chaplin. I love this pool, especially when fish are showing in the tail. The fish can be here up under the waves in the fast water, but they can also be right down in the tail. I fish all of this pool. Watch this little school of fish right there. Maybe 30, 40 great sea trout. Impossible to catch daytime, but in the dark you have a good chance. I hope to be back on Laerdal and back on Øya this season coming up now. I hope I have a chance to catch a great fish in one of these fantastic pools. I hope to fish my flies through this water with excitement, and maybe I will get that big fish that run this river. To fish Øya is to be on classic grounds. There are always possibilities to find a good fish. Bridge pool is the most productive pool, but Generalen and Chaplin are my favorites. Laerdal's got a special place in my heart. I hope we can turn things now to the better again. Sognefjord is heavily affected by the devastating fish farming madness. Some years up to 70% or more of the smolts, the wild smolts, die from sea lice parasite infections. To save Laerdal and the other Sognefjord rivers, we need to get fish farming into closed containments fast. It needs to happen now in the coming few years. We have so few years before the unique Laerdal salmon will be gone forever. All of us need to take the fight for those rivers. The Queen needs us. Together we do make a difference.